What's up guys, welcome back to a brand new video, and today I've got my haul for the months of January and February. Didn't pick up too much, I think 25 volumes here, but I completed a few goals I had set. Got a few volumes of One Viz, because most of my collection is Shonen Jump and Viz, and I also completed a few series, so that's quite cool. So I'll just get straight into it. Start with the two non-Viz series that I picked up. First up we have Goblin Slayer here from Yen Press. Obviously the anime had a bit of controversy surrounding it, or the manga as well, with some of the elements and stuff that was put in, and maybe not dealt with as well in some people's perspectives as it could have been. But I quite enjoyed this first volume. The art is pretty good, but it was not as good as, after looking at the cover, I'd expected the art to be a bit better than it actually was. But saying that, the art is quite cool. I'll try and get a page here. So the art is quite good, just not as good as I expected based on the cover. And the kind of stuff that was dealt with in this volume wasn't too bad for me, but if somebody doesn't like the more sensitive stuff, then this isn't really a series for you. While there is a bit of comedy in it here and there, it is mostly quite a dark series, so if you're not looking for something dark to read, then I wouldn't recommend Goblin Slayer, but I really did enjoy it and look forward to getting more volumes and maybe reading the light novels eventually. And the other series I picked up was Orange, which couldn't be further from the kind of series Goblin Slayer is. This is published by 7 Seas. I really do like the 7 Seas releases, and this is a 3-in-1 I believe. And I didn't really have much romance in my collection other than For Your Name, so I just thought I wanted to pick up some more romance, and this is quite a short series. So once I get the second omnibus and Orange Future, I'll just read it all the way through, and it'll be good to read something kind of different genre. I don't really read too much romance, so I think it'd be cool to just read something a bit different. So that's it for the non-Viz stuff. Everything else is Viz in this haul, so let's just get straight into the rest of the stuff. I started a few new series from Viz as well. The first one being Kaguya-sama Lover's War. This is an anime that's currently airing, I believe. I haven't checked it out yet, the manga or the anime, but it's definitely on my next up to read after Naruto and the series I'm going to be showing a bit later. This is up there as well because these volumes will look interesting, and I do like the concept. It seems like a bit more of a laid back series, and everybody's talking about the anime and how good it is, so I do want to get into Kaguya-sama. I also like these wraparound covers, they're quite cool. The next brand new series I started was one you've already seen from my first impressions, and that's Radiant. Go check out that video to have a more in-depth analysis of what I thought about this first volume, but all in all it was really good, and I look forward to getting more of it. And the next series I started was not one I expected to. One of my friends had this volume, so I just thought that they didn't want any more, and I just thought I'd take off their hands. With an original content by Stan Lee here. I'm pretty sure he's actually in this manga somewhere. I think he has a character, and I think that's supposed to be Stan Lee there, which is quite funny. Obviously a comic book legend creating Marvel, so it's going to be pretty cool to experience a manga from, I don't think he does any art or anything in it, but the concept is from him, so it'll be interesting to see kind of a comic book artist or creator's take on manga. And the final series that I started is 20th Century Boys. I gave my original volume to my brother and picked up this 2-in-1 or Masters Edition similar to that of Monster, just because after getting the Monster ones and seeing the quality with them, I just couldn't pass up the opportunity to get the 20th Century Boys ones, and this way I can just keep up to date with the series. I believe I'm a volume behind now, but they don't come out too often, I think every 3 or 4 months, so it shouldn't be too hard to keep up to date with these, and I'm very excited to read it. Just by the look of Naoki Urasawa's art and his series, I feel like he could become one of my favourite manga when I finally get into his work. I just need to do so. Now the next kind of couple of stuff is volumes that I picked up for series, like latest volumes and volumes to fill in gaps and stuff. So we got My Hero Vigilantes, Volume 3. Not as good as Volume 2. Volume 2 had a really cool kind of twist in it with the original character from My Hero. So I thought that was quite cool. And this volume was quite good, but I just didn't enjoy it as much as Volume 2. But everything's kind of coming together nicely, and this is a really good spin-off. It's definitely a spin-off done right. Kind of having a good blend of original My Hero characters, or My Hero characters that are appearing in this series, and also giving their original characters a lot of development and time to grow. I think it's found a really good balance of it. The artist and story writer have found a really good balance and done a good job with the series, and I can't wait to get more of it. But the hype for that pales in comparison to the hype for this volume. Trying to compare it to the volume 11 cover of My Hero, this volume 17 cover is probably my favourite cover of the series, and probably my favourite manga cover that I own right now. I just love the look of it. Togatai is one of my favourite characters, and just this whole overall arc kind of coming to close in these next two volumes hypes up even more. Costumes great, just everything about My Hero Volume 17 looks good, even the colour on the outside. I prefer this yellow to the one that they used in Volume 1. It's a little bit darker than it shows in the camera here. And the Volume 1 was a bit more like that Assassination Classroom volume in the back there. But yeah, I'll try and find a page that isn't too spoiler heavy here, because this is Season 4 content. It's classic My Hero artwork. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. I'll probably wait till 18 comes out so I can just read 17 and 18 together, as I believe that's the conclusion of the overall arc. And I need to do some more volume reviews for that as well. Then a series I kind of went in and out with was One Punch Man. I talked about it in my recent reads video. It kind of took a dip. I didn't really enjoy it, the stuff after season 1 that much, and then they did the martial arts tournament and stuff, which kind of made me come back with the series and kind of really enjoy it later on when characters like Garo get introduced. But yeah, art as usual is really good in One Punch Man. Yusuke Murata is definitely up there, top 3 or 4 manga artists. I kind of wish that he also did more art for Mob Psycho, because although one's artwork is very unique, it's not great, and I just kind of wish that they had a new artist to do the work on that as well, because I actually prefer Mob Psycho to One Punch Man, or the animes at least. But if the manga had a bit better artwork, I'd probably enjoy that more as well. But I haven't really given it a chance because of the artwork, which isn't something I should be doing. I should definitely, because I enjoy the anime so much, still give the manga a try. So I do need to do that in the future. Then the next series I got was Dragon Ball Super Volumes 3 and 4. I didn't get 2 because I didn't have it at the shop, but this was right after I watched Broly, and I was kind of deep in the hype of that. And everything Dragon Ball was really happening at one time. Then I hadn't actually watched any of Dragon Ball beforehand. Then I went and I finished the original Dragon Ball now, and I'm going to watch Dragon Ball Kai as opposed to Z, because I'm trying to get through the story as quickly as possible. And then I'll watch the movies and then Super. So I look forward to being able to read this manga after I've watched Super. I really do like the design for the Dragon Ball Super volumes. They've got a nice design to them, and they've also got the similar to Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, the spines that go like continuous spines, so similar to Seven Deadly Sins as well. But yeah, the artwork in here looks pretty cool. It's not art by Akira Toriyama, I think it's by one of his assistants. Yeah, so that's quite interesting. I do think the art is a bit different from the original Dragon Ball, but this assistant has done a good job of kind of capturing Akira Toriyama's original artwork as well. So yeah, I look forward to getting into that eventually. And the last series in this little section is Kuroko's Basketball 5 and 6. I had 1 through 4 and 7 through 10. I just didn't pick up this volume until recently because I couldn't find it anywhere. But I finally did, and now I can read what I have of it now. I've read volumes 1 and 2, so I can read 3 through 10 now, 1/3 of the series. I really look forward to it because I definitely think that I prefer Kuroko's Basketball Sports Series to Haikyuu, just based on what I read of it, which is kind of an unpopular opinion. I think almost everyone prefers Haikyuu, but just for me, as much as I love Haikyuu, I really do like Kuroko's Basketball as well. So I do look forward to reading that. Now the next 2 series are series that I've completed. One of them is I've got quite a few volumes for, and one of them is just the 1 volume. So let's just get to the shorter series first, and that's Actually Lost in Space 5. I read this. I'm going to be doing a series review for it after Death Note. I'll try to find a page without spoilers. Here. It's got quite good artwork. I've always enjoyed the artwork for the series, and just the volume design. Everything about the series has been interesting, and I think that Manga did a really good job of fitting so much character development, world development, and interesting plot points just into these 5 volumes. Obviously, as you can tell, this is a pretty thick final volume, and the conclusion was definitely as good as I expected it to be. Because I was kind of worried with the short series that the conclusion might not live up to the expectations that the series has set, but this definitely did so, and it was a fantastic conclusion to a really good series. So if you're looking for a short series that won't cost you too much, Actually Lost in Space is definitely one that I'd recommend. Now, the series I got the most volumes for this month, one of the first manga that I started with, it was this series Naruto and One Punch Man, and I'm pretty happy to say that I've completed this, and that is Assassination Classroom. I've got volumes 11 through 21, which completes the series. I'll split it up into 2 bits here, show you guys the covers. After I catch up with the Naruto volumes from box set 2, this is definitely next on my list. It's going to be really cool to finish this series because I really enjoy it. So I'll just run you through the covers here. I really like the Assassination Classroom covers as well. They're really unique, and just everything about the series is quite unique as well. Volume 12, 13. I won't show you art from all of them, I'll just show you art from a few. That's pretty cool out there on the back. Yeah. 14 with a pretty cool cover, camo. That's just a bunch of Kuro Sensei faces. And I think what's good about Assassination Classroom is it's just a series that you can kind of come in and out of. While it does have one continuous story, there are kind of unique messages and ideas and certain characters they focus on more than others in certain volumes, which kind of helps you to go in and out of the series, because I'm currently on volume 8, and while I remember loosely what happens, I'll probably start again from the beginning. But if I wanted to, I could just jump in back to volume 9 and get a pretty good story with it anyway. The last couple of volumes here, 18. With these last 4 covers definitely being the best that the series has to offer. This is the last one I'll show you art for, because I don't want any spoilers. Then the last 3 volumes of one of my first series, 19 here with completely black, 20, and volume 21 to conclude Assassination Classroom. Definitely one of the best covers, the best cover of the series, and one of the best manga covers. I assume it's going to be some pretty sad shit in this volume. So got to be emotionally prepared for that. All the students there as well. But yeah, not that I know anything about the ending, I'm sure it's going to be sad. because I feel like Sasseshi Class is one of those series where I can only end in one way. So yeah, that is the haul for January and February. I've got a box set that I'm hoping to order soon. So I'll probably do an unboxing that sometime this month. But other than that, I'll try to get a few more volumes for next month haul. Try to start a few new series from other publishers and end some Viz Media series off. Tell me what you guys got this month, if you have any hauls or anything, if you have uploaded a haul. Let me know in the comments and I'll watch it. Love watching manga videos, great community. Or if you just want to say what you've got, talk about any series that I showed in this video, then let me know. Other than that, have a great day and peace.